vast and ancient kingdom where the sun painted the sky with gold every morning, lived a young prince named Mavondo. From a very young age, Mavondo was unlike any other child in the kingdom. While the other children played safely within the palace walls, he would wander fearlessly through the palace gardens, climb the tallest trees, and listen to the stories of the elders about brave warriors and mighty kings. Mavondo's eyes sparkled with curiosity and courage. The villagers often spoke of his fearless spirit, how he once chased after a wild eagle soaring high above the mountains, and how he helped a lost traveler find his way back through the dense forest. But Mavondo knew that being fearless was not enough to be a king. His father, the wise King Ngando, ruled the kingdom with strength and fairness, but age had begun to weigh on him. One cool evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the palace courtyard, King Ngando summoned Mavondo to his chamber. "My son," the king said, his voice steady but gentle, "soon this crown will rest on your head. The people look to you to lead them, to protect them, not just from enemies, but from all dangers, seen and unseen." Mavondo listened intently, his heart pounding with a mix of pride and responsibility. "To be a great king," the old king continued, "one must face what others fear. There is a shadow beast in the forest, a creature of legend. It guards the land, but also terrifies the people. If you can face this beast and return unharmed, you will prove you are ready to rule." The young prince's eyes widened. No one had dared enter the forest in many years, and the shadow beast was whispered about in fearful tones. "Father," Mavondo replied boldly, "I will face this challenge. I will show the kingdom that courage and wisdom walk hand in hand." That night, as the stars lit the sky like scattered jewels, Mavondo prepared himself. He packed a simple spear crafted by the palace blacksmith and wrapped a small cloth gifted by his mother around his wrist, a symbol of protection and love. As dawn approached, the kingdom still slept. Mavondo stood at the edge of the forest, the cool morning air filling his lungs. His heart was steady. With one last look back at the palace, he stepped into the shadows of the trees, ready to face whatever lay ahead. The forest stretched before Prince Mavondo like a vast sea of green shadows. Tall trees stood like ancient guardians, their thick trunks wrapped in vines, their leaves whispering secrets in the gentle wind. Birds sang soft melodies, but the deeper Mavondo walked, the quieter the forest became, as if it were holding its breath. Villagers had told many stories about this forest, of spirits, strange noises, and the shadow beast that lurked within. Some said the beast was a spirit of vengeance. Others believed it was a protector angered by those who disrespected the land. But no one had ever seen it and returned to tell the tale. Mavondo moved carefully but with steady confidence. His spear was firm in his hand, his senses sharp. Every crack of a twig, every rustle of a leaf caught his attention. The forest floor was soft underfoot, covered with fallen leaves and moss that cushioned his steps. As the sun climbed higher, beams of light broke through the canopy, creating patterns of gold and green around him. But with each step deeper, shadows grew longer and the air cooler. Mavondo remembered the words of the village elder who once warned, "The shadow beast does not only test your strength, but your heart." Hours passed and the forest grew denser. Suddenly, Mavondo caught a flicker of movement, a flash of dark fur disappearing behind a tree. His heart quickened, but his face remained calm. He whispered, "I am not here to harm, only to understand." The shadows around him seemed to deepen. Then, from the thick underbrush, the beast emerged. It was larger than any creature Mavondo had ever seen. A panther-like figure with fur that seemed to ripple like smoke and eyes that glowed amber like burning embers in the dusk. The beast moved silently, each step purposeful and graceful. It circled Mavondo slowly, sizing him up. The prince stood tall, unwavering. Their eyes locked in a silent conversation, two forces of nature meeting on the edge of destiny. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. The forest held its breath,